The Woodstock River Bandits are on the air from Falcon Field on the campus of Central High School in Woodstock, Virginia. It is the 2025 Valley Baseball League and the Woodstock River Bandits. Tonight, the Bandits host the Purcellville Cannons. Good evening, everybody. I'm Craig Orndorff. Glad to be with you tonight. As Woodstock host the Cannons here tonight. Bandits come in at 6-3 in a three-way tie for first place in the Northern Division, while Purcellville currently is in last with a record of 3-5, but just 2.5 off the pace set by the leaders. Woodstock comes in after beating Stanton 2-1 last night, while Purcellville dropped a 12-9 decision to Newmarket. Pitching tonight for the Bandits will be Dominic Caparella. Dom is a left-hander standing 6'4" out of Mount St. Mary's from Bellefonte, Pennsylvania. Caparella's number is 1-0, making his first start, third appearance, ERA of 3.17. Here's the order he'll face tonight from Purcellville. Familiar name for Bandits fans, Kobe White leads off, plays center field here with Woodstock last year, but has taken up residency with the Cannons for this season. Batting second, Gerardo Prada. He is in right field. Anthony Fernandez, the DH, hits third. Batting fourth and playing second base is Rafael Furcal Jr. Taiga Sakuma is the left fielder. He will bat fifth. Hitting sixth, Justin Hudson at first base. Rex Smith, the third baseman, will bat seventh. Batting eighth is the catcher, Aiden Aparicio. And Masuki Kono is the shortstop, and he will bat ninth. Ryan Rushing is pitching tonight for Purcellville. All right, here's Kobe White. 6-foot left-handed batter from LSU Shreveport, and he will look at strike one as we get underway. 6:06. Lefty-lefty matchup to start the game. Here's a bouncing ball towards second. Coming into glove and throw on the move. It's Luke Keister, and there's one away.
Next up, a junior from the
Here's Gerardo Prado.
Oklahoma, right fielder number 13.
Prado.
6'4"
right-hander from Oklahoma. Prado comes in hitting .421. He's got a home run and 3 RBIs. And takes an off-speed pitch up and away. Defensively for Woodstock in the outfield tonight, it's Hunter Miller in left. And center field, Parker Falkenstein. And in right, it is JT Andorowski. 1-0 pitch. That's a breaking ball in for a strike. Third base, Austin Ford. At short, Diego Villarreal. As mentioned, Luke Keister at second. And Barrett Eldridge is at first behind the plate tonight. Connor Spellman. And Dom Caparella on the hill. Deals a strike. Prado started, stopped. And now Caparella ahead 1-2. Southpaw ready, kicks and deals. And there's a chopper up the third base line. That will trickle and stay fair. A swinging bunt for a base hit.
Now batting senior from St. Bonaventure University.
We couldn't have rolled that thing out there any better.
24, Anthony Fernandez.
All grass from the plate out to the corners. So that didn't hit the dirt and spin away. Stayed right on the grass and right on the line. We sit at first base, so I didn't get a good look at it. Just could see that it was between the lines. There's a pitch high to Anthony Fernandez, the DH. Yeah, we sit at first base field level, so we can't see corners of the plate. We see high and low. And all the close plays at first base. 1-0 with a man on. 1 out. Fastball misses away. 2-0, Anthony Fernandez from St. Bonaventure. The left-hander, he stands 6'1". Fernandez hitting .321 with a home run, 8 driven in. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 1 strike. Starting an hour earlier than usual. Has some lighting issues that they're dealing with here. So the lights are on and there are a few that are out. So that puts us in the sun for an extra hour. Runner at first goes. Pitch is high and tight. Throw down to second. The slide, the tag, not in time. Stolen base for Prado. He's now 3 for 4 on the summer. And he's in scoring position. Good jump by Prado. Nice throw by Spellman, but Prado beats it out. 3-1 count. That is a strike on the corner. Fernandez started toward first, instead back in the box to face a payoff pitch here from Caparella. Three-two. Here it is. Breaking ball in the dirt, and that's going to allow the runner to go up to third, along with allowing Fernandez to reach.
Now batting sophomore from
That'll be a wild pitch.
College North. Second baseman number 17, Raphael for Cal.
And runners at first
Jr.
and third for the cleanup hitter for the Cannons, Raphael Cal Jr. For Cal from San Jacinto North. Right-handed batter standing 6-1. For Cal hitting .313. Couple of RBIs. Whoa, very high. Goes to the backstop. Runner at third holds, but Fernandez is down to second. Looked like that was a changeup that just got away from Caparella. So back-to-back pitches from Dom, and they're both wild pitches, and now they're at second and third. Woodstock's going to bring the infield in here in the first inning. 1-0 down and in. 2 balls, no strikes. Caparella pitched 3 hitless innings here on Saturday in the win over Newmarket. There's a strike. And the letters, 2-1 now. Two one. That's outside. 3 balls and a strike. Eldridge. Oh, the infield's moved back here now, except at third. 3-1. Pitch is popped up, foul, and out of play off to the right side. Rest of the scoreboard from last night. Strasburg run ruled Covington 13-1. Charlottesville 10-7 over Culpeper. Harrisonburg blanked Waynesboro 8-0, and Winchester outslugged Front Royal 18-5. Here we go. 3-2 pitch coming, and that's low and away. And the bases are loaded. So a sticky situation for Caparella.
American Christian University. Left fielder number 55, Taiga Sakuma.
I'll bring up Taiga Sakuma. Left fielder out of Mid-American Christian. Lefty hitter, 5'10". Base is full, 1 out. Pitch is a strike. Sakuma hitting .263, 4 RBIs. One strike pitch. Off speed is popped up. Foul territory. Nope, it's going to stay in play, fair territory. Infield fly was not called, but the catch was made by Villarreal, the shortstop. Out on the grass.
Next up,
back
senior
a third.
from Queens
So
University
big
of
second
Charlotte.
out there for
First baseman,
Caparella.
49, Justin Hudson.
Then I'll bring up Justin Hudson, the first baseman. So 2 gone. Hudson, 6'4" right-handed batter from Queens University. And takes down and in. Cannons at every base. At the top of the first inning. Warm day. Hardly any breeze, too. Temps in the mid-80s today. 1-0 pitch. That's low. 2 balls, no strikes. Caparella falls behind 2-0. Working on Justin Hudson. Here's the pitch. That's low for ball 3. Lefty's got to work his way back into this at bat. Nowhere to put Justin Hudson. Sets, and here's a 3-0. That is a strike. After a ground out, the little swinging bunt by Prado. He is at third. Fernandez and Furcal walked. Pop up by Sakuna. Here we are, 3-1 to Hudson. Pitch. Swing and hit well to left field. Miller going back. He's going to have room. He gets there, puts it away. Caparella gets out of the jam. And the Cannons leave them loaded. Nothing for Purcellville. Bandits coming up. Bandits batting here in the bottom of the first inning. Nothing for Purcellville in the top half. Here's their order tonight. Leading off is Joey Gale. He's the DH. Batting second, the second baseman, Luke Keister. Hitting third, left fielder Hunter Miller. And the cleanup spot, the first baseman, Barrett Eldridge. JT Andorowski in right field will bat fifth. Catcher Connor Spellman hitting sixth. Seventh is the third baseman, Austin Ford. Shortstop Diego Villarreal bats eighth. And hitting ninth is Parker Falkenstein, the center fielder. And Woodstock is facing Ryan Rushing tonight, a left-hander out of Indiana. Stands 5'10", hails from Parrish, Florida.
For the River Bandits, a junior from St. Joseph's University, designated hitter number 13, Joey Gale.
And Rushing is making his first appearance of the summer. And he deals a strike to Joey Gale. Gale out of St. Joe's, right-handed batter, 5'11". Gale hitting 154. And he fouls the pitch back. It's 0-2. 2 strikes. Off speed is low. One and 2 to Gale. He awaits and takes a fastball high. Evens the count at 2 and 2. Two-two pitch, breaking ball, and see you later. Gale down looking. As Rushing gets the strikeout.
Next up,
Looked like a backdoor breaking ball.
Second baseman, number 1, Luke Keister.
Here's Luke Keister. Second baseman, right-handed batter, 5'9", out of Shenandoah. And takes the ball high. Keister hitting .280. 8 runs driven in. Tied for the team lead. Look out, high and tight. One for 4 last night for Luke. 2-0 pitch, shows bunt, takes a fastball up and away. 3 balls and no strikes. So lefty Rushing falls behind 3-0. That's ball 4. Keister waited. Umpire finally said ball 4.
Next up, senior from the University of Southern Indiana, left fielder number 4, Hunter Miller.
So a 4-pitch walk puts Keister aboard, and now it's Hunter Miller, the left fielder. Hunter with a home run in the first inning last night against Stanton. First of the summer, now has 5 RBIs and a .333 batting average. Left-handed swinger out of Southern Indiana, 6'1". He shows bunt, bunts at it, misses, throw down to first, and Keister back in standing. Oh, 1. Throw to first. Keister's 1 for 2 in steals. And he's at first now with 1 down here in the bottom of the first inning. Again, Miller shows bunt, takes a strike. Again, a throw down to first. I've got 2 strikes. Scoreboard shows 1 and 1. I thought Miller bunted at the first pitch and missed. Swinging away here. Slow roller to second, grabbed there by Furcal. His only play is first. He gets Miller, but he gets Keister up to second base with 2 down.
Next up, senior from Rice University, first baseman number 20, Barrett Eldridge.
I'll bring up Barrett Eldridge. First baseman Eldridge from Rice. 6'4" right-hander. Eldridge hitting 167. Couple of home runs and 8 RBIs. And looks at a ball outside. Not a cloud in the sky, so that means the batters have to deal with the sun coming right from center field. And even longer tonight. This game an hour earlier. 1-0 pitch. That's a strike just under the letters. Man at second, 2 down. Rushing sets, check, steals. Here's a pop-up, right side. Back of first for Call, calling for it. He makes it. A little juggle there, but he holds on to it to end the inning. We're 3-1, no score here in Woodstock between the Bandits and the Cannons. We go to the top of the second inning. No score. Rex Smith leading off for the Cannons. Takes strike one from Dominic Caparella. 7-8-9 for the Cannons. Smith, Aiden Aparicio, and Mitsuki Kono. Swing and a miss. Off-speed pitch. 0-2. Smith from VCU, left-handed batter. Stands 6'1". There's a foul ball at the plate. Smith a 154 average with a long ball and 3 driven in. Woodstock tied with Strasburg and Front Royal atop top of the Northern Division. Heading into play tonight, all 3 of them are at 6-3. Then it's Newmarket 4-4, Winchester 4-5, and these Cannons are 3-5. 0-2 pitch from Caparella. Here it is, and missed. Might have been outside. 1-2. Southern Division, it's Harrisonburg. Winners of 4 in a row. They've got an 8-2 mark right now. They lead by 2.5 over Stanton. Covington and Charlottesville 3-5. Waynesboro 3-6, and Culpeper 1-7. 1-2 pitch. Off speed and just missed. Brett Fuller, the manager of the Cannons. There's another foul ball right at the plate. Ridge Fuller is coaching down at third base. Purcellville. So we'll do 2-2 again. Caparella ready and deals. That's an off-speed pitch. It stays high. Count goes full. Three balls, 2 strikes. Caparella misses with a fastball high and tight, and a leadoff walk to Rex Smith, and that's 3 free passes already for Dominic Caparella.
Next up, catcher number 33, Aiden Purcellville.
So
Aparicio.
He'll go to work now on Aiden Aparicio, the catcher. Right in and batting. Aparicio takes the ball. Stands 6 foot tall. His college is listed as undecided. 1-0. Shows bunt, takes the breaking ball down and in. And I think we might get somebody stirring down in the bullpen as Tyler Bocock is up. Two-0. Pitch. High fly ball, left field. Long run from Miller, and it gets out of play. Sky high down there. Purcellville has major league connections, major league roots. I mentioned Rafael Furcal Jr., who's a cleanup hitter. They also have Manny Ramirez Jr. He's not here right now, going for a draft combine. That's down and in. Now 3-1. So those two, and I asked before the game if Aiden Aparicio was related to Luis Aparicio, the Hall of Fame shortstop, but so nope, no connection there. 3-1. That misses, and another walk. So 2-on with nobody out.
From Johnson University, shortstop number 2, Mitsuki Kono.
I'm going to bring up the shortstop, Mitsuki Kono. And Purcellville, again, has the international flavor. Got Taigi Sakuma earlier, and here Mitsuki Kono. Bunt is down by Kono. Third base side, picked up by the third baseman. Ford has no play. Good bunt, good speed from Kono, and they are loaded. And Purcellville has had the bases loaded in both innings and haven't gotten the ball out of the infield grass yet.
Kobe White.
An infield single and 2 walks in the first, then 2 walks and a bunt single right there by Kono out of Johnson University. Here's Kobe White. He grounded out his first time. Went to second. Bandits infield comes in. Pitches low from Caparella. That's down and away. Two balls, no strikes. Like I said, Saturday night, Dom was outstanding in 3 innings, walked only 1, struck out 2, didn't allow a hit. Struggling here as a starter tonight. 2-0 is inside. And it's full. 3 balls, no strikes. And action has just begun in the Bandits bullpen. 3-0. There's a strike to Kobe White. Kobe LSU Shreveport from Tucson, Arizona. As the bases loaded, nobody out. Caparella pitches, and that's a line drive. That's in the right field for a base hit. 2 runs are going to score. And the Cannons strike first. Kono over to third. And White gets his RBI total up to 3 and 4 now. As Smith and Aparicio score after drawing walks to start off this inning. And those lead-off walks. Always haunt you. All right, meeting on the mound here as Spellman, the catcher, along with Eldridge, the first baseman, go out. Give a little time to the man down in the bullpen to get loose. Got a righty
Now batting,
working.
Right fielder, number 13, Gerardo Prado.
All right, let's see if Caparella somehow work out of this without further damage. Prado had a swinging bunt back in the first inning, fouls that one off. Just a little roller that stayed on the line about halfway to third. Gerardo Prado, Oklahoma, out of Amarillo, Texas. Or Amarillo, if you prefer. Big lead for White at first. He's going. 0-1 pitch. He's going. Throw down not in time, but holding at third was Kono. Shortstop Villarreal flashed in front, but he let it go through to Keister, but no chance. White had a huge lead. So he gets the steal, so it's second and third now. For White, 3 for 3 in steals. Infield in for Woodstock. In the dirt. Good block there by Spellman. Two runs already in, still nobody out. And it's second and third. Now we got a clock violation, pitch clock violation. That seemed kind of quick, but that'll make it 3-1. All right, so back to it. 3-1, nobody out. Second and third. Caparella deals, and that is inside. And the bases are loaded again. It's 5 walks from
designated hitter number 24, Anthony
Caparella.
Fernandez.
Nobody out, bases full. Here's Anthony Fernandez, the number 3 hitter in the DH. He walked last time up. Middle infielders go back. There's a ball inside. 2-0 Cannons. Pitch. And that's outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Just Dom can't find the zone. Left-handed batting Fernandez from St. Bonaventure out of Cranston, Rhode Island. Swings and pops it up. That'll be foul off to the left side. So 2-1. So he was swinging there. Being ahead in the count 2-0 after a walk to the man before him. 2-1. Pitch. That is just low. Three and 1. Man in the bullpen's ready. 3-1 pitch. That is under the knees. Ball 4, another walk. And another run in. It's 3-0 as Kono scores. And Tyler Bocock coming to the hill. See if he takes the baseball here. Yep, he makes the call. New pitcher coming in for Woodstock. We'll tell you about him in just a moment. Bandits have to go to the bullpen in the second inning with nobody out. And Jordan Hodges gets the baseball. 5'11" right-hander from Cameron out of Gilmer, Texas. Hodges, no decisions, making his third appearance. 2 of those out of the pen. He has a 3 even ERA. 6 innings, 4 hits allowed, 2 earned runs, 4 walks, 2 strikeouts. He's trying to get out of this jam. Bases loaded still. Nobody out here in the second inning. It's Rafael Furcal, cleanup hitter and second baseman. Hodges a righty deals, and that is low, ball 1. Caparella gave up just 3 hits, 2 infield singles. Well, an infield single and a bunt single. But 6 walks. 1-0. In the air to right field, toward the line. And Dorosky, foul ground, makes the catch. Runner at third tagging. Here comes the throw all the way to the plate, but it's not in time. And that'll make it 4-0. Woodstock dugout was telling Spellman to tag the runner. They thought he didn't touch the base, but umpire said he did. So sac fly for Furcal. Gives him an RBI. 4-0 now. It's Taiga Sakuma. Popped to short his first time up. First and third. Ooh, close play at first. Prado is now at third base. It's Fernandez at first. So 1 away. Runner at first bluffs. Bouncing ball into the hole right side, into right field. Coming in to score is Prado. And it's now 5-0.
Now batting, first baseman, number 49, Justin Hudson.
Sakuma with an RBI hit. 5 runs driven in for him. Fernandez stops at second. That's Justin Hudson, 9th batter of the inning. He takes low. Fly to deep left field first time up. Hodges with the pause and the pitch. That is laced down the left field line, but that will hook foul. One and one, 1 out. Good breaking ball at the knees for a strike. 1-2 now. 5-0 Purcellville. One, two. Check of the runner at second and the pitch. Off speed is rolled foul. On really the first day, it's feeling like summer here in the valley. After a cool and wet spring. Supposed to be around 90 tomorrow. 1-2 pitch. That's low. 2-2. Weatherman saying maybe some showers over the weekend. Friday and the weekend. Two balls, 2 strikes. Hodges in relief. Kicks and fires. Way out in front was Hudson. He yanks that one off the fence in front of the Woodstock dugout, their third base side. Again, 2-2, 1 out, 2 on here in the second. Hodges sets and deals. There's a ground ball to third. Backhanded there by Ford. Steps on the bag for one. Across the diamond for the double play. But Purcellville bats around. And they have a 5-0 lead, middle of the second here in Woodstock. Bottom of the second inning, Bandits down now 5-0 as they hit here. Ball 1-2, JT Andorowski. It's 5, 6, and 7. After JT, it's Connor Spellman and Austin Ford. So Ryan Rushing gets a nice cushion to work with. Here's the pitch that bounces in. 2-0. Andorowski out of DeSales. 6'1" left-hander. Batting .231 with a couple of RBIs. And taking all the way, that's a strike. 5 runs on 3 hits in that second inning for Purcellville and 4 walks. All 5 of those runs go to Caparella. Here's the pitch outside. The lefty Rushing misses wide to the left-handed batting Andorowski. 3-1. And that is low. And the second walk by Rushing puts Andorowski on to lead off this second inning.
Next up, junior from Jacksonville University.
It's Connor Spellman.
22, Connor Spellman.
Here's a foul back from Connor Spellman. 6'4" right-handed catcher from Jacksonville. Spellman 0 for 6 so far this summer. Time to change that. That's in the dirt. Runner's going. Nice read and great jump by Andorowski. He's down there beating the throw from Aparicio. As soon as that ball hit the dirt, he was gone. And he's at second base now for Connor Spellman. 1-1. That's a foul ball back. Count goes to 1-2.
Time. 1-2.
5-0 Purcellville here last of the second inning. Check a second and the pitch. And that's high with the fastball. Two and two. Spellman has a man at second with nobody out. He waits from rushing. Here it comes. And another foul ball. Pitch at the top of the zone. Two coming. Breaking ball misses low and away. We'll make it 3-2 now to JT Andorowski. Payoff pitch on the way. A looper that will be into left field, but coming in to get it is Sakuma. Hung up a little more than I thought it was going to, but Spellman retired, one gone.
Next up, sophomore from Purcellville College.
Now it's a third baseman.
Number 14, Austin Ford.
It's Austin Ford now. Third baseman from Folsom Lake. 6'2", right-handed batter. One out, one on here in the second. Bandits trailing 5-0. Fastball upstairs. Ford hitting 400. Well, 2 for 5. Takes a breaking ball down and in. But he already has scored 4 runs. Looking to drive in his first run of the summer. Ahead 2-0. Pitch. That breaks inside. 3 balls, no strikes. Diego Villarreal on deck. Rushing deals, and that cuts the plate. 3-1. Ford awaits the 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Full count. So we go to a payoff pitch here. Rushing ready, looks at second. Now coming to the plate with a 3-2. That's fouled back. Neither of these teams hitting real well, and the Bandits, despite their 6-3 record, are hitting .212. Purcellville, .223. We'll do 3-2 again. Austin Ford awaits. There's the pitch. Runners going from second. There's a line drive over our heads here at first base and foul. So full count pitch coming again. Bandits ERA, especially after that Waynesboro game, bumped up to near 5, just under 5 a game. Just over 5 a game for the Cannons. All right, 3-2. Ford looks at a pitch outside. Aparicio held it there for the umpire to look at, but didn't get the call, and Ford
Next up, junior
trots
from
down to
Cameron
first.
University, shortstop number 24,
Third walk for rushing.
Villarreal.
That's Diego Villarreal, the shortstop. Two on, one out. Diego from Cameron. Switch hitter standing 6 feet tall, so he's in the righty box here. Swings and misses. The offering from rushing. Oh, and 1. Rushing works. That's a line drive. Oh, what went through the opening between the... I was ready. Opening between the gate and the fence. Caromed away from me. I had a souvenir right in my pocket. 0-2. That's outside. Hit that post and took it away from me. All right, still ball and 2 strikes to Diego Villarreal. First and second, 1 out. Breaking ball, misses. And it's now 2-2. Even count. Bandits trailing 5-0. Like a couple of hits here. They got runners on. That's a foul ball back. So we'll do 2-2 again. Runners at second goes. Throw down to second. It goes over the leaping second baseman, but nice backup by the shortstop. Keep that from going into center field. Late start for Ford as the pitch was a ball. And Andorowski took off, but Ford didn't see it. So his start got delayed. And Aparicio went to second. His throw was high. Don't know if he would have got Austin anyway. But now 2 in scoring position with a 3-2 to Villarreal on a swing and a miss. Couldn't get the high fastball, and there's 2 gone.
Center fielder number 2, Parker Falkenstein.
And here's the center fielder, Parker Falkenstein. Right-handed batter out of Wright State, standing 5'10", takes the ball high. Falkenstein 0 for 3 last night in his debut. 1-0 pitch, backing out of play. 1-1. Andorowski at third, Ford at second. 2 outs, 1-1 pitch. That's a high. Two balls, 1 strike. Rushing deals. That's a foul ball. Evens the count at 2-2. All right, counts even. 2-2 with 2 outs and 2 on. To batter number 2, Parker Falkenstein. Pitch. Strike 3 called. Fastball on the outside corner. And rushing after having runners at second and third, strikes out 2 in a row to end the inning. We're through 2.
Once again, thanks to
Purcellville
tonight's
5.
sponsor, Regular
Woodstock
Syrup.
nothing. Purcellville leading 5-0. We go to the 3rd inning, and it's 7, 8, 9. Rex Smith leading off. He walked and scored first time, and looks at a strike from Jordan Hodges. Hodges deals to the left-hander. Rex Smith misses upstairs. Smith out of Virginia Commonwealth from Sarasota, Florida. One misses outside. Two balls and a strike. 5 runs, second for the Cannons. That's a ball hit hard and into right field. A bullet by Rex Smith.
Next up, catcher number 33.
5th hit of the night for the Cannons.
Aparicio.
I'll bring up the catcher, Aiden Aparicio. He walked in the 2nd inning. Here's ball 1. Aiden Aparicio from Miami. Throw over to first. Close play as Smith dives back in. There's a fastball strike at the belt of Aiden Aparicio. Swing and a miss. Good breaking ball. Hodges ahead 1-2. Righty kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. Got him on what looked like a slider. And there's one gone here in the third inning.
Now batting shortstop number 2, Mitsuki Kono.
Now the shortstop, Mitsuki Kono. Bunt single last inning. Dives back. Another close play at first on the throw over. Kono, left-handed batter, 5'8", from Johnson University in Tennessee, but he's from Akashi, Japan. 3 Japanese players. That's Purcellville roster. Kono takes ball 1 down and in from Jordan Hodges. One-0 pitch. Bouncing ball right back to the mound. Couldn't get it out of his glove. Hodges has to settle for play at first. Was thinking double play, but couldn't get it out of the mitt. So Smith up to second.
Next up, center fielder number 42, Kobe White.
A two-way now. Back to the top of the order, and Kobe White. Ground out and an RBI single. Hodges starts it with a fastball. Oh, 1. There's a roller to third. Ford fields, throws, gets White to end the inning. Middle of 3. Cannons 5. Bandits nothing. Here we are back in the third inning. Soft liner, diving attempt made by the first baseman Hudson off the bat of Joey Gale. And Gale beats it out. Now just a little duck snort really toward first, and Hudson decided to try and catch that soft liner in midair, and he dove for it, short hopped his glove, caromed away, and had no play on Gale.
Next up, second baseman number 1, Lou.
So that'll be a base hit. So here's Luke Keister now. He bounces one. Third base side of the mound. Pitcher gets a glove on it, but knocks it down and can't snag it, and everybody's safe there. Error.
Now batting left fielder number 4, Hunter Miller.
Looks like a So that's going to go as an E1. But 2 runners are on. Here's Hunter Miller. Ground out to second his first time up. All right, Bandits 2 on again. Shows bunt. Bunts at it, misses. I don't know if Hudson should have played that on the bounce. You never know with those little soft liners what that ball's going to do when it hits the dirt. Maybe his best bet was to try and catch it on the dive. Miller not bunting here, but takes a strike, and he's down 0-2. Miller from southern Indiana out of Fort Pierce, Florida. Ryan Rushing deals, strike 3. Miller didn't like it. He thought it was outside.
Next up,
But down looking
number 20.
goes the Woodstock number 3 batter.
Eldridge.
Here's the cleanup man, Barrett Eldridge. Popped up to the second baseman in short right field his first time up. 4th strikeout for Rushing. 5-0 Cannons here in the bottom of the 3rd. Big cut by Eldridge on a heater, and he missed it. 0-1. Eldridge out of Rice from Brookhaven, Georgia. Takes a fastball inside. 1-1. 5-0 as we play in the 3rd. Again, an hour start than normal because of some lighting issues here at the park, even though they are on now and just a few bulbs are out. 1-1, that is skied straight up and back. Catcher never saw it, but it gets out of play. That was a high pop-up, and that's tough. It's a tough sky. It's, what they used to call a high sky. There's no clouds. You look up and it's nothing but blue. Then even if you see the ball, you start seeing spots and dots and specks. And ball 2 strikes to Eldridge. Rushing, couple checks at second and delivers, and strike 3 called. Another fastball in the outside corner. Freezes a Woodstock hitter.
Now batting right fielder number 7, JT Andorowski.
So 2 gone. Now it's JT Andorowski. He walked back in the 2nd inning. There is a left-hander throwing in the Purcellville bullpen. So it's now 5 Ks for Rushing. Deals here and misses. Maybe a little bit outside. One-0 pitch is a breaking ball called a strike. First and second, 2 outs. 1-1 pitch. JT shoots one into center field coming on, and a sliding catch on his knees. Kobe White didn't get a great start, but he comes in to make the grab. Had to slide in on his knees to haul it in, but he does so. And Woodstock gets its first 2 on. That's where they stay. Moving to the 4th for the Cannons up 5-0. Purcellville still holding a 5-0 lead as we go to the 4th inning. It'll be 2, 3, and 4 for the visitors. Gerardo Prado, Anthony Fernandez, and Rafael Furcal Jr. Jordan Hodges back to work. And a pitch is low. Looks like Ryan Rushing's night is done as he's heading down to the bullpen to relax with his brethren down there. Prado pops this one up. I got a chance. If I hustle, I can get that. Nope, hit on top of the roof of the press box. Prado, an infield single and a walk. One pitch, a bouncing ball up the middle, and glove there by Keister. Gets to his feet, throw to first, but not in time. Love the effort by Keister.
Next up, designated hitter number 24.
Back of second.
Anthony Fernandez.
Out on the grass, got to it. Spun, made a throw on a hop, but couldn't get Prado. So that's the second infield single for Prado tonight. And fastball high to Anthony Fernandez, the DH. He's walked twice, once with the bases loaded. Gives him 9 RBIs. Well, the summer. Fastball up and away, 2-0. 5 runs on now, 6 hits for Purcellville. No runs, 1 hit for Woodstock. Bandits, though, have had runners. They've left them on in every inning. 2 in the second and the third. 2-0 pitch. That is a line drive right to the shortstop, and that will be a double play. Boy, Prado just took off at the crack. He was halfway to second before he realized that Villarreal was right there to glove it. An easy double play.
Next up, second baseman number 17, Rafael Furcal Jr.
So that clears the paths for Rafael Furcal Jr. A walk and a sac fly. And he swings and misses at some high heat. Furcal from San Jacinto North from Weston, Florida. His dad is coaching first base for the Cannons. Strike at the knees, maybe a little under. Hodges gets the benefit, and he's ahead 0-2. Oh-2 pitch from Hodges. Off speed, had Furcal reaching for it. He pulls it into the hole. It's short, and that'll be a base hit. That was a pretty good pitch as Furcal just reached for it, and he hooked it into the hole. Even if Villarreal comes up with that, no way he gets a speedy Furcal.
Number 55,
So the inning
Sakuma.
continues now for Taiga Sakuma. One for 2. Driven in a run. Left-handed batting Sakuma. And a Mid-American Christian. Ball in the dirt, skips past Spellman, and down to second goes Furcal. Wild pitch. Sakuma's from Yashio, Japan. One ball. Fouled off. And a ball and a strike. One runner at second. Pitch by Hodges and a foul ball. Hello. 1-2. That's outside.
Well, Todd asked me. I wasn't sure.
2 balls, 2 strikes. That's our video audio producer. MK, very important. Obviously. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Fouled off by Sakuma. Even count, 2-2. Hodge is ready and works, and breaking ball, strike 3. Sakuma started, stopped, just couldn't make up his mind, and he's rung up. We go to the 5th inning. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning with Purcellville leading at 5-0. Bottom 4 for Woodstock. Trailing at 5-0. 6, 7, and 8. Connor Spellman, Austin Ford, Diego Villarreal due up. And they'll do it against a new pitcher, Parker Davis, coming in, another left-hander. Standing 6'2" out of Dyersburg State Community College. He hails from Covington, Tennessee. Parker Davis making his 3rd appearance, all out of the pen. No decisions. He's gone 3 1/3 innings, allowed just 1 hit. He's walked 2 and struck out 2. And they'll try to hold a 5-0 lead.
The River Bandits. Pitcher number 22, Connor Spellman.
There's Connor Spellman fly to left his first trip. Spellman out of Jacksonville. Takes the ball low. Out of Oviedo, Florida. Swinging a foul tip. Got a little piece of Aparicio, but he'll be all right. Still hurt, but he'll live. 1-1 to Spellman. Bandits backstop. And he lines this one, but caught on a dive by the shortstop, Kono. Thing had some top spin on it, was sinking, but Kono with a dive toward the hole. Rob Spellman from a hit.
Now batting third baseman number 14, Austin Ford.
One away. Now it's the third baseman, Austin Ford. Second inning walk. His previous at bat. And that is way outside. Ford from Folsom Lake, out of Ukiah, California. That's hit hard, and a high hop goes over the third baseman Smith and into left field. If it stays down, Smith's probably got it pretty easily going to his left, but
next up, shortstop number 24,
took a big bounce.
Diego
And no chance for him. So second hit of the night for the Bandits. So it's Diego Villarreal, the shortstop, struck out back in the second inning. Diego from Cameron, hails from Golden, Colorado. Throw over to first. Bottom of the fourth, Bandits trailing at 5-0. All five for the Cannons were in the second inning. Pitch up and away. Dominic Caparella got the start. Went 1+. Gave up 3 hits, 2 of them really just scratch hits, but all 5 runs earned. He walked 6. 1-0 pitch is inside to Diego. 2-0. Long look at first. Now the pitch. Off-speed pitch, very high. Parker Davis in relief for the Purcellville Cannons. That misses high. And ball 4. So multiple runners on again for Woodstock.
Number 2, Parker Falkenstein. Yeah, a meeting on the mound here. Real quick, Aparicio went to talk to Davis. All right, so first and second, 1 out. Parker Falkenstein, the center fielder, struck out looking back in the second inning. Parker out of Wright State from Wadsworth, Ohio. Cuts and misses. 0-1. Runners lead at first and second, 1 out. Bandits down 5-0. Now the pitch at the knees. 0-2. Falkenstein down 2 strikes. Waits from the lefty Davis. Here it comes. Foul tip to stay alive. Bandits in that 2-1 win last night. It was Justin Silverstein going 4 innings, allowed just 1 hit, struck out 10. Ryan Cowell got the victory, 3 1/3 relief, allowed just 1 hit. Actually, five pitchers combined on a 3-hitter with 16 Ks. 0-2 is up and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Set by Davis. Pitch, it's a line drive. Caught on a dive by the second baseman for Cal. He'll go to the bag and double up Austin Ford. We've seen both teams line into double plays tonight, and the Bandits get 2 more runners on base, but can't get them in. We go to the 5th. They still trail 5-0. Top of the 5th inning, Purcellville continues to lead 5-0. And a swing and a foul back by Justin Hudson on a high fastball, and he went down to his knees after that swing. Jordan Hodges back to the mound for the Bandits. 1 strike on Hudson. Queens University from Colorado Springs, Colorado. And takes the ball, must have been inside. 1-1. Hudson a fly out and grounded into a double play. Pitch comes inside and hit him on the elbow. He had that elbow protector there, so
Rex Smith.
just a glancing blow anyway, but had that protection, so. He'll take first. Lead off this 5th inning. Rex Smith now walking a single. Smith from VCU. That's a line shot into center, but right there is Falkenstein. The glove it. Was on the screws by Smith, but
pitcher number 33, Aiden Aparicio.
Falkenstein just a couple of steps to his left. One gone. That's Aiden Aparicio. The catcher has walked and struck out. Still a little bit of sunlight. Not coming from center field, more from right field now. And shadow starting to stretch across the diamond. Cooling down here, and we'll be out of the sunlight here in a few minutes. Ball one to Aparicio. Right-handed batter. School to be decided. throw over to first. Bandits go to Harrisonburg tomorrow. Purcellville will be at home against Winchester. And the Royals come here on Friday. Breaking ball low and away. 2-0. Two oh, 1 out, 1 on. Fastball at the knees, a strike. It's the 11th of June. We'll run down our history notes. Quite a few of them. Odds and ends from the diamond down through the years. 2-1. That's in the dirt. Skips past Spellman to the backstop, and down to second goes Hudson. Second wild pitch by Hodges. So a man in scoring position here for the Cannons, leading 5-0. And 3-1 now to Aparicio. Ball low and ball 4. Second time Aparicio has gone a base on balls.
Number 2, Mitsuki Kono.
Hodges has gone 3 1/3. He came in relief of Caparella in the first inning. And there is somebody starting to loosen in the Bandits bullpen. There's a pitch low as Mitsuki Kono showed a bunt. That was a bunt single back in the first and also a ground out. 1 out, minute first and second for the Cannons here. Left-handed hitting Kono from Johnson University. Hodges misses down and in. 2 balls, no strikes. Our first history note comes from way back in 1904. The Cubs' Bob Wicker pitched a no-hitter for 9 1/3 before Sam Mertz of the Giants singled. Wicker would win the game 1-0 in a 12-inning one-hitter. 2-0. That pitch misses. 3-0. That's the second time that Mertz had broken up an extra inning no-hitter. Three balls, no strikes. Hodges deals low and in. Kono squared, and Hodges threw it right at the shoe tops. So they are loaded again for the Cannons. Seems like they've been loaded most of the night. Back-to-back walks from Hodges, and he might be running on fumes here. As Kobe White is about to step in, but pitching coach Tyler Bocock out to the hill. 5-0 our score here in the 5th. 1 out. Bases loaded for the Cannons. Today in 1906, the Boston Nationals' Dave Brain made a Major League record 5 errors at third base. His teammates made another 6 to help the Cardinals post an 8-1 win. The 11 errors tied a National League record. Today in 1913, Cleveland's Ivy Olson stole home in the top of the 15th for what would turn out to be the winning run over the Red Sox. Jack Graney followed with a steal home for insurance, marking the only time teammates stolen home in extra innings in the same game.
Now batting, center fielder, number 42, Kobe White.
All right, back to action here. Kobe White steps in. Already his 4th at bat. He's 1 for 3, an RBI single. Stole a base, scored a run. Corners in for Woodstock. Former Woodstock Bandit. Kobe White takes strike 1. LSU Shreveport. Left-handed hitter. 0-1, right in there. No balls, 2 strikes. Two strikes. Runners at every base. Hodges deals. Bouncing ball towards second. Keister Fields goes to second for 1. Relay to first. That's going to be in time for a double play. Wow. Tough to double up Kobe White, but the Bandits just did. Keister charging in, fielded it, flipped to Villarreal. One-handed, barehanded grab, I should say. He fired to Eldridge. Just ahead of White. Bandits turn 2. Score remains 5-0, middle of 5. Well, Bandits trying to get on the board. Let's see if they can do it here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Trailing 5-0. All the runs came in the top of the 2nd inning for the Cannons. Woodstock's been held to 2 hits over 4 frames. Try to turn that around here with the top of the order. Joey Gale, Luke Keister, Hunter Miller. 3rd inning. Gale is leading off a frame. Strikeout looking and an infield single. Gale from St. Joseph's out of Southampton, Pennsylvania, and looks at a strike at the knees, 0-1. Checking the out-of-town scoreboard. Of course, everybody else started at about the average time. I think somebody started at 6:30. Might have been Covington Harrisonburg. I think that's it. They're in the top of the 5th with the Turks on top of the Lumberjacks, 2-1. Top 3 in Waynesboro. It's the Generals 1-0 over Newmarket. Top 3 in Strasburg. The Express and Front Royal 1-1. Bottom 3 in Winchester. Royals trailing Culpeper 3-2. And in Stanton, just in the bottom of the 1st, the Braves have a 1-0 lead over Charlottesville. 1 strike. Here's a worm burner to second for Cal. Fields and throws. And there's 1-0, 1 out here in the 5th inning. Now it's Luke Keister. He's been on twice. A walk, then got on
Next up, second baseman, number 1.
on an error.
Keister.
Keister from Shenandoah. He's a Valley product. Penn Laird, Virginia, swinging at the first pitch. That bounces to short. Kono fields and throws to get Luke for out number 2. Two quickly erased.
Next up, left fielder number 4.
And now it's Hunter Miller.
Miller.
And I failed to introduce the new pitcher for the Cannons, Brady Stewie. 6'4" righty from Kansas State, out of Holton, Kansas. And there's a line drive foul the other way off of Hunter Miller. Miller ground out, strikeout looking. Stewie making a second appearance. An inning and 2/3 is yet to give up a hit. He struck out 2. There's a strike on the inside corner to Miller. Just 1 inning for Parker Davis. 1 hit, 1 walk. Oh, 2. Pitch to Miller. Pops it up foul. A history note. Back in 1916, Cleveland's Guy Morton, facing the A's, struck out 4 batters in 1 inning. Oh, 2. Fastball high. Have to check how many times that's happened. It's been a few dozen, I would say, over the years. Ball 2 strikes. Miller chops this one foul. Right in front of me off the fence. We had a cycle hit today in 1926. Russ Whitestone. Well, the Phillies did it against Pittsburgh. For the 1-2. Stewie backs off the mound. I think he got a bug in his eye. Now he's back on. Ready for the 1-2 offering. And here it is. Miller fouls it off. Hanging around. Fastball, strike 3 called. Miller rung up for the second time, and both times he didn't like it. But down looking again, the Bandits go in order. First time tonight for either side. On to the 6th. Cannons 5-0. Top of the 6th inning now. It's still Purcellville 5-0 here tonight. 2, 3, and 4 for the Cannons. Gerardo Prado, Anthony Fernandez, Rafael Furcal. And a new pitcher for Woodstock. It is Christian Toledo taking the mound. Swing and a foul ball right off the mask of the catcher Spellman. Shakes the cobwebs out. Prado 2 for 2. A couple of infield singles and a walk. And the new pitcher for Woodstock Toledo is a righty, 6 feet tall from Wayland Baptist out of the Bronx, New York. Toledo making his 3rd appearance, has a save. 1 inning under his belt. That's fouled off. 0-2. Has allowed 1 run on 1 hit. And 1 strikeout. 0-2 to Gerardo Prado from Oklahoma, Amarillo, Texas. 0-2, got him to chase a breaking ball. Swing and a miss. Gets away from the catcher. He'll throw down. Spellman to Eldridge, too. Get the strikeout.
Next up, designated hitter.
So 1 away.
Anthony
Fernandez, the DH. 2 walks and lined into a double play. Numbers for Hodges in relief. 4 innings, allowed 4 hits, but he kept Purcellville off the board. There's a foul ball back. He walked 2 and hit a batter. Struck out 2, so he had to deal with base runners, but he got 3 double plays. 2 ground ball double plays and that line drive twin killing off the bat of Fernandez, the DH. Left-handed batter from St. Bonaventure. A strike outside corner, 0-2. Toledo just missed outside. Ball 2 strikes. Purcellville is going to go to the bullpen in the bottom of the inning. There's a foul ball. It caroms off the visitors' dugout. A little more history today. 1927, the A's field a team with 7 future Hall of Famers in the 9th inning. Ty Cobb, Mickey Cochran, Eddie Collins, Jimmy Fox, Lefty Grove, Al Simmons, and Zach Wheat. Still lost to the Tigers. 1-2. Just off the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two-two pitch. That shot into center field, but moving back on it. Grabbing the liner, Falkenstein. 2 outs. Fernandez has hit a couple of line drives for outs.
Furcal Jr.
That's Rafael Furcal Jr. He's walked, hit a sac fly, and reached on an infield single. And takes strike 1. Good pitch from Christian Toledo. Cal goes to send Jack North Campus. Just serves that one into right for a base hit. What's that? A exclamation as he served that one into right field. Got a base hit. His 2nd of the game. Nice piece of hitting.
Now batting left fielder number 55, Taiga Sakuma.
Pitch off the plate. Level swing, put the bat out there, drops it in. Base hit number 8 for the Cannons, and now it's Taiga Sakuma. 1 for 3 with an RBI single. Looks at strike 1. Today in 1938, Johnny Vandermeer pitched the first of his back-to-back no-hitters. Did it against the Boston Bees. Those were the Braves back then. They were the Bees for a little while. Throw to first. A 1 pitch. Toledo deals it in the dirt for Cal. Hangs on at first base. Nice job of Spellman to get his chest in front of that, block that pitch. 1-1 now to Sakumu, came in hitting .263. Left-handed batter from Mid-American Christian. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Something on the outside edge. 1-2 now. Swing and a miss. Got him on a breaking ball in the dirt, and he gave up on down first base, so an easy toss by Spellman. 10 the inning. Middle of 6. Woodstock trailing at 5-zip. Bandits bat here in the bottom of the 6th inning, still trailing 5-0. 4, 5, and 6, Barrett Eldridge, JT Andarowski, and Connor Spellman, and they'll face yet another pitcher. 4th one of the night for the Cannons, it's Brennan Baker. He's a 6'1" right-hander from North Florida. Hails from Jacksonville. Brennan Baker making his 3rd appearance. No decisions.
First baseman number 20, Barrett Eldridge.
He's gone 1 inning, allowed 1 hit, but 3 runs, all earned. He's walked 4 and struck out 2. All right, here's Barrett Eldridge, 0 for 2. Pop to second and a strikeout looking. Baker deals and a high fly ball way up there into left center field. White is under it. And 1 away. That's JT Andarowski.
Next up, right fielder,
He
number
walked,
7, JT
lined out to center.
Andarowski.
Brady Stewie went in inning. for Purcellville. Got him in order, got a strikeout. Now turns it over to Brendan Baker. JT takes the ball low. That's down and in. 2 balls, no strikes, and yet another hurler getting loose for the Cannons, a left-hander this time. Just 2 base knocks for the Bandits so far, trailing 5-0. Low and inside, 3-0. Three balls, no strikes to left-handed batting JT Andorowski. Right down the middle, 3-1. Today in 1944, the Giants took 2 from the Phillies by identical scores, 6-5. In the first game, the Giants used 22 players, 5 pitchers, 3 catchers, 3 second basemen, 3 pinch hitters, and 2 pinch runners. There's a chopper to second. No problem for Furcal. Whoa, wide throw though. Pulls Hudson off the base. And too easy, I guess, for Furcal.
Next up,
Relaxed.
pitcher, number 22, Connor Spellman.
And flung it wide to first. That's the second error of the game for the Cannons. So a nice, easy 2-hopper, and Furcal let the throw get away from him. So a man on here for Connor Spellman, the catcher. Fly to left, line out to short. Pitches up, gets out of the glove of Aparicio. And Andorowski down to second base on a pass ball. Just popped right out of his mitt. And JT trots on down to second. Six man to get in scoring position for Woodstock tonight, but nobody's touched the plate. 1-0. That's in the dirt. Hops to the backstop. Down to third goes Andorowski. And a wild pitch. All right, infield is back here for Purcellville with a 5-0 lead. 1 out. Pitch is low, 3-0. Let's see if Woodstock can finally get a run this inning. Man at third, 1 out. Scratch your way back into it. Fastball is a strike, 3-1. If you're Spellman, just put the ball. Oh, really? Just about anywhere. Like I said, everybody for Purcellville's back, even the third baseman Smith. But just try to go to the right side. That's low. He'll take that for ball 4. So men at the corner. That brings Austin Ford to the dish, a walk and a single. All right, catcher and pitcher meet on the rubber. Today in 1961 at Tiger Stadium, Norm Cash became the first Detroit player to hit a fair ball over the right field roof.
Number 14, Austin Ford.
That's got to be a cool feeling to hit a ball out of a stadium. Especially one that tall. All right, pitch. Fouled back from Austin Ford. I mean, a lot of these new parks have just one deck out in the outfield. Easier to get some of those balls to go out. Tiger Stadium. Yeah, the upper deck plus the roof. 0-1. That's outside. Ball and a strike to Austin Ford. Right-handed batter out of Folsom Lake. Runners at first and third. 1-1 pitch. That's in the dirt. Makes it 2-1. Two, one out. Baker deals and misses low and away. Three balls, one strike. Austin Ford can look for something to rip here. That's in the dirt. Runner coming from third after a delayed start. The throw, nope, not going to make a throw. Scoring with a head-first dive is Andorowski. He didn't take off right away.
Next up, shortstop, number 24.
But was able to make it home.
Real.
So a walk to Ford, and then the wild pitch brings home JT. So Woodstock is in the run column, and we got a change in pitchers to the bullpen as Brett Fuller takes the baseball. Tell you about the new thrower for the Cannons here in a minute. New pitcher on for Purcellville is Hazen Lancaster, 6'2" left-hander out of UNC Greensboro. 2 men on, 1 out here in the 6th inning. Diego Villarreal struck out and walked, takes a pitch outside. Diego from Cameron University in Oklahoma. Pitch, breaking ball, catches the outside corner. 1-1. Bandits have finally gotten a run here in the 6th inning, trailing 5-1 and still looking to do some more damage. 1-1 pitch. Off speed, stays high. 2-1. Throwing error by Rafael Furcal. started things in back-to-back walks. Here's a broken bat line drive, could be two. Shortstop makes the grab, makes the tag. Yep, double play. Kono got to it, put the tag on Connor Spellman, and the inning's over. A broken bat, soft liner, and for the second time, Woodstock lines into a double play. Just like that, inning over. Woodstock gets one, thanks to an error. They trail at 5-1 as we go to the seventh. Here we go in the seventh inning. And a swing and a miss by Justin Hudson. 6, 7, and 8. As Christian Toledo's back out there. Hudson's 0 for 2. Was hit by a pitch in the fifth inning. That is a line shot to left field. Going back, and Miller makes the running grab. Had to do a little leap there at the end. But that thing was smoked by Hudson.
Now batting third baseman.
But an out.
Number 1, Rex Smith.
One away. Very good. Here's a bunt by Smith towards third. They'll let it roll, and that will go foul. Rex Smith has walked, singled, and lined to center. We've got our first hot air balloon launch just beyond center field here tonight. Now soaring overhead. 0-1 pitch, big cut and a miss by the lefty Rex Smith out of ECU. Hails from Sarasota, Florida. They often take off from Central Campus here. Woodstock. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Good breaking ball. And Toledo gets his third strikeout in 6 2/3.
Next up, catcher number 33, Aiden Aparicio.
So 2 gone. Now it's Aiden Aparicio, the catcher. He's walked twice and he is fanned. Toledo from Wayland Baptist. Fires. Lifted in the air to right field. Shallow. Who's going to get there? The right fielder running in. That is Andorowski to make the grab.
It's now time for
And for the first time, the Cannons go in order. Time to stretch. Middle of 7. Woodstock trails at 5-1.
Sign.
Bottom 7, Woodstock trails at 5-1, 9-1, and 2. Coming up, Parker Falkenstein. Joey Gale and Luke Keister. First pitch swinging Falkenstein. Fly ball to right field. Out there is Prado to put it away. And 1 gone here in the home 7th.
Designated hitter number 13, Joey
0 for 3 tonight is Falkenstein.
Gale.
Joey Gale, the DH, 1 for 3, infield single, back in the 3rd. It's one of the 2 hits that Woodstock has tonight. The only run they got was an unearned run. Gale looks at a breaking ball outside from Hazen Lancaster. He got that line drive double play to end the 6th. Back out there now from UNC Greensboro, 6'2" left-hander. There's strike 2. Or excuse me, strike 1 as he drops in an off-speed pitch. One on one. Off speed, hit in the air pretty well to left center field. Sakuma going back. He's not going to get there. One hops the fence. A long blast to the left center gap. And a ringing double by Joey Gale. Best hit ball of the night for the Bandits. Comes here with 1 out in the 7th inning as Gale goes to one of the deepest parts in the park.
Luke Keister.
Luke Keister now 0 for 2, has a walk, reached on an error. Yeah, 376 out there to left center field. It was just to the right of that. It's 338 in straightaway center. Yep, just 338. Bunt by Keister, first base side, pretty good one. Pitcher fields, throws to first in time. Good play there by Lancaster coming off the mound.
Next up, left fielder number 4, Hunter
Gale moves up to
Miller.
3rd, so that will be a sacrifice for Keister. And it goes 1-3. But 2 are away. Yeah, 372 to straightaway right here at the park, and then 340 down the lines. Yep, it's longer down the lines than it is to center field. You still got to hit it pretty well to get it out of here to center, though. Pitch is outside. From that 376 mark in left center to 372 in straight right, the fence is a straight line because there is a hill there. 1-0. There's a strike called on a fastball. From pole to pole, that is where the football field runs here at Central High School. That's why you get the odd dimensions. And again, there's a hill, and you can only go, really can't dig out the hill there. Here's a bouncer up the middle, and fielded there by the shortstop. Kono on to first, gets Miller, and that's the inning. On to the 8th. 5-1, Cannons. We're in the 8th inning now. 5-1 Purcellville. Cannons batting here. 9-1-2. Mitsuki Kono looks at strike one, followed by Kobe White and Gerardo Prado. Kono 1 for 2, a bunt single, scored a run. He's also walked. Christian Toledo back to the hill. Fouled off to the left side. Left-handed batting Kono. Johnson University from Akashi, Japan. It's more history today. 1966, Ernie Banks tied a modern Major League record with 3 triples as the Cubs won in Houston. Tried to stop his swing, did not. And the tag applied by catcher Spellman. And there's one away.
Now batting center fielder number 42, Kobe.
There's Kobe White. 1 for 4 with an RBI single. Now also on that game where Banks hit 3 triples, Cubs outfielder Adolfo Phillips tied a record by striking out 9 straight times in 2 consecutive games. And a note here that's in more than 18 innings. 9 straight times. However, hold on. We're going to avenge Adolfo here. 1-0 pitch. Ooh, just missed. Don't know where that was. 1 year later, Adolfo Phillips blasts 4 home runs in a doubleheader, 3 of them in consecutive at-bats in the second game as the Cubs swept the Mets at Wrigley. Bouncing ball right to the second baseman. That's Keister. The glove and throw. 2 away. Now it's Gerardo Prado. 2 for 3. A couple of infield singles and a walk.
Prado.
On that second game of the doubleheader, 11 home runs between the Cubs and Mets. Set a National League record for 2 teams in 9 innings. 2 gone, nobody on here in the 8th inning. 5-1 Cannons. First pitch swinging fouled at the plate by Prado. Right fielder out of Oklahoma. Today in 1982, Dodgers' Jerry Royce pitched his second one-hitter of the season. He allowed a leadoff double to the Reds' Eddie Milner in the first and retired the next 27. Here's a pop-up over our heads, foul at first. Second time in his career that Royce missed a perfect game by 1 batter. Two strikes. Swing and a miss. Toledo threw a fastball past Prado. And the Cannons go in order. 7 in a row set down by Christian Toledo. Bottom of the 8th, Bandits trail at 5-1. Woodstock hitting in the bottom of the 8th inning, trailing 5-1. 4, 5, and 6, Barrett, Eldridge, JT Andorowski, and Connor Spellman.
First baseman, number 20, Barrett Eldridge.
And a new pitcher on for Purcellville, their 6th of the night. It is Luke Prohl, 6'3" right-hander out of Marshall, out of Chantilly, Virginia. Fastball high to Eldridge, 0 for 3. Prohl 1-0 on the season. Appearance number 4 for him. He's gone 6 1/3, 4 hits, 1 run. It was unearned. Walked 2 and struck out 9. All right, he kicks and deals. Swing and a high pop-up. That'll go foul and out of play off to the left side. Today in 1985, Phillies' Von Hayes became the first major leaguer to hit 2 home runs in the first inning. As Philadelphia blasted the Mets that day 26-7. 1-1. Off-speed pitch is high. 2 balls and a strike. Today in 1990, Nolan Ryan pitched the 6th no-hitter of his career as the Rangers beat the A's 5-0. Ryan, the first to pitch no-hitters in 3 different decades for 3 different teams, and it became the oldest to throw a no-no. 2-1 misses downstairs. 3-1 now to Barrett Eldridge. Hit hard on the ground, but a nice backhanded stop there by Smith at third. Throw to first, and a stretch there by the first baseman, Hudson, to get Eldridge for out number 1.
JT Andorowski.
All right, here's JT Andorowski. 0 for 2. He has walked and reached on an error. We do have a new catcher. Can't pick out the number. And here's Prohl, missing with a changeup. Fouled off. 1-1. Today in 1995, the Expos' Rondell White hit for the cycle, had 6 hits that day. But he cycled. 1-1. Chopper off the plate, third base side, fielded by the pitcher, but doesn't have a chance. That was just a ball right off the plate.
Next up, catcher.
Prohl got to it.
Connor Spellman.
And he had to double clutch, and once he did that, he had no chance at all to get Andorowski. So that'll be an infield single, 4th hit of the night for Woodstock. Now it's Connor Spellman, the catcher. 0 for 2 with a walk. 5-1, Bandits trailing here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Fastball strike. Today in 2003, Astros have 6 pitchers combined for a no-hitter against the Yankees. Yankees hadn't been no-hit in 45 years. 0-1, that is shot into left field. And a base hit for Connor Spellman. Sorry. There, we finally got Spellman off the schneid, his first hit of the season. So back-to-back hits for Woodstock. And again, 2 runners on for Woodstock. They've stranded 8 so far. They've had 2 erased on line-out double plays. Austin Ford has been on 3 times, 2 walks and a single. Looks at a breaking ball strike. He was one of those. Got doubled off. Like to make up for it right here. 0-1. Another off-speed pitch, a beauty. 0-2. And back at that Houston no-hitter, 6 pitches. That set a record for the highest number of pitchers to participate in a no-hitter in ML history. Ground ball foul right off the fence in front of us. First base. Today in 2017, Max Scherzer of the Nationals got his 2,000th career strikeout. And today in 2022, Jared Walsh of the Angels hit for the cycle. 2 strikes to Ford. Austin awaits. Fastball high. 1-2. And MK pointed out some Bandits history today. Willie Escala hit for the cycle in 2021 at Newmarket. Oh, it was a couple days ago. Well, still, we'll honor it today anyway. Single, double, triple home run in order. Look out. Line drive foul over at the Purcellville dugout. So Austin Ford still up there battling. 1 and 2. Runners at first and second, one out. Prohl checks. Deals. Misses outside. 2 and 2. Andorowski was thinking about stealing third. He already has a steal of third base earlier tonight. 2-2. Pitch, that's in the dirt. Runners hold. Yep, you need runners not to give up any outs here. No chances. See if you can swing your way back into this. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch is strike 3 called. Ford down looking.
Now coming to the plate, shortstop.
Must have
number
thought it was
24,
outside.
Diego Villarreal.
'Cause it was above the knees. And that makes it 2 down. Here's Diego Villarreal. He's going to turn around and bat left-handed now against the righty. Prohl. 0 for 2. Strikeout, walk, and lined into a double play. Way outside, gets to the backstop. Runners are moving up. All right, a little base hit here can make things a little bit tighter. Diego Villarreal. Cameron University, Golden, Colorado. 1-0. Breaking ball in there for a strike, 1-1. Purcellville got all 5 in the second. Bandits' run came in the 6th. Woodstock came in batting .212. They do have 5 hits now. 1-1. Off-speed pitch rolled into the hole, past the shortstop, into left field. 2 runs are going to score. A little seeing-eye base hit. But Villarreal will take it. And that makes it a 5-3 game as Andorowski and Spellman score.
Next up, center fielder number 2, Parker Falkenstein.
Opposite field single. Right through the hole left side. And Diego, hey, that's his first hit of the summer. And his first 2 RBIs. Strike 1 now to Parker Falkenstein, 0 for 3. Yeah, Diego was 0 for 14. Comes through big. Now a 2-run game. Here's a chopper to short, fielded there. Throw over to first by Kono, and that's the inning. Woodstock pulls a little closer. Go to the 9th. Woodstock trails at 5-3. 5-3. Purcellville with the lead here in the top of the ninth inning. 3, 4, and 5. Anthony Fernandez, Rafael Furcal, and Taiga Sakuma. And there's a ball as Barrett Eldridge takes over on the mound. Swing and a miss by Fernandez. 0 for 2 with a couple of walks. Christian Toledo went 3 innings, allowed 1 hit. Swing and a miss, 1 and 2. 5 strikeouts for Toledo. Eldridge ahead in the count, 1 and 2. Just missed. Two and 2. Eldridge fires. Swing and a miss. Threw him some heat on the outside corner. Fernandez just trying to get a piece, stay
Next up,
alive.
second baseman, number 17,
Swung through it.
Rafael Furcal Jr.
1 away. Here's Rafael Furcal Jr. Takes a ball. He's got a couple of singles. So a walk and a sac fly. One 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. Eldridge making his 3rd appearance. His other 2, he's got a win and a save. 3 in the 3rd innings now. 4 hits allowed. Swing and a miss there by Furcal. Good heat from Eldridge. Walked 1, struck out 4 now. And is ahead 1 and 2 on Furcal. Oof. That was heat and just missed. Called a ball. Must have been under the knees. But Eldridge gassing it up, baby. Ready with a 2-2. Fires. Something off speed, stayed high. Full count now. Payoff pitch. Here it comes, and that's inside. So 1-out walk.
Now batting left fielder,
We'll bring up
55,
Taiga Sakuma.
Sakuma.
1 for 4 with an RBI. All right, with Eldridge on the mound now, it is Nazir Mendez at first base. Foul ball off to the left side and out of play. And I believe Mark Hirsch took over behind the plate last half inning for Purcellville. Left-handed batting Sakuma. Ground ball back up the middle. Diving stop by the shortstop. Good play. They get the force at second. Villarreal. What a great play. Up the middle on the dive. Took that away, flipped it to Keister to get
Next up, first baseman, number 49.
the force
Justin
on Furcal.
Hudson.
Nice. Sakuma at first now with 2 down. That'll bring up Justin Hudson. 0 for 3 was hit by a pitch. Fastball strike. Bandits in the ninth will have the top of the order. Joey Gale, Luke Keister, Hunter Miller due up. 0-1. Eldridge will throw to first. Pitch popped up. Foul territory, third base side. Third baseman coming in, overran it. Ford dropped the ball. Came running in from third, put on the brakes, but ran too far, reached back, hit his glove. Falls to the grass. 2 strikes on Hudson. Eldridge sets and deals and misses outside with a breaking ball. One and two. Runner goes. Pitch is a fastball inside. Throw down to second. Not in time. Sakuma with a stolen base. Four for four for the season. And the count even up 2-2 on Justin Hudson from Queens University. Two balls, 2 strikes. Eldridge long look back at second. Now he deals. And a swing and a miss on a high fastball to end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Bandits need 2 to tie, 3 to win.
Last chance for Woodstock, trailing at 5-3.
Bandits.
All right, leading it off, it is Nazir Mendez. He went into the leadoff spot with Barrett Eldridge taking the hill. So Joey Gale done, and Mendez swinging and fouling it back. Left-handed hitter, 6'2" from Eastern Kentucky out of New York. That was a 2-for-4 night for Gale. 2 of the 6 hits for the Bandits. Mendez hitting 154, has an RBI. 0-1 pitches high from the new pitcher, Nick Gravel, for the Cannons. 6'2" right-hander from Keystone. He's out of Sydney, New York. 1-1. Pitch to Nazi is high. 2-1. Gravel 0-1 in his 4th appearance. 8.10 ERA. 2 balls, 1 strike. Bandits trailing by 2. Good cut by Mendez, but fouls it back. Two and two. Gravel sets and deals. Breaking ball down and in. Full count. Payoff pitch coming to Mendez. Gravel ready and the pitch, and that is strike 3 called. Another strikeout looking tonight for the Bandits. 1 gone in the 9th. Seven strikeouts looking.
Baseman number 1, Luke Easter.
7 of the 8 strikeouts tonight have been looking. Now it's Luke Keister. Takes a fastball outside corner. 0 for 3. Good heat from Gravel. Popped up, back and out of play. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Bandits trail at 5-3. Here in the bottom of the 9th. 0-2 pitch to Keister, and that's high. 1-2. Checking the out-of-town scoreboard. Bottom of the 8th in Covington. Harrisonburg 2-1 over the Lumberjacks. 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball. Good hold up by Keister. 2-2. Waynesboro leads Newmarket 7-4. They're in the bottom of the 5th. Front Royal 2-1 over Strasburg, top 6. Culpeper 6-4 over Winchester. Stanton leads Charlottesville 4-2. Top of the 5th inning. Little serve into right field toward the line. Long way to go. It's a foul ball. Just missed the line. Prado in pursuit. Just missed the chalk. So 2-2 again for Luke Keister. Shenandoah University, but he's in the portal.
Waits the 2-2 pitch. Gravel kicks and deals, and that's low and away. Count goes full. Payoff pitch coming. Keister ready, waits from Gravel. Here's a soft liner, that'll be caught at first by Hudson, and there's 2 away.
Now batting left fielder.
It's up to Hunter Miller.
Hunter Miller.
He's 0 for 4. Miller, swing and a miss. Oh and 1. Left-handed batting Miller takes low. Big league finals today. Orioles wallop the Tigers 10-1. Dodgers 5, Padres 2. Angels beat the A's 6-5. Diamondbacks 5-2 over the Mariners. 1-1. Pitch to Hunter Miller. That's low. 2 balls and a strike. Blue Jays top the Cardinals 5-2. Braves over the Brewers 6-2. Cleveland top Cincinnati 11-2. Phillies beat the Cubs 7-2. Also the Pirates beat the Marlins 5-2. 2-1 pitch. Miller takes high. 3-1 from Gravel. He's gone 3-2 to 2 previous batters. He's 3-1 here. To Hunter Miller trying to get on to bring the tying run to the plate. The pitch. That is a strike. Full count, 2 outs. Nick Gravel ready with a payoff. He sets and delivers. 3-2 on the ground, right to the second baseman for Cal. Fields and throws, and that's the game. Purcellville wins it 5-3.
So your final score tonight: Purcellville 5. Woodstock
Cannons
over
improved to
Bandits
4-5
3.
on the year.
I'll
Bandits
let you know
dropped to
some
6
upcoming games.
and 4. We'll recap here in just a moment.
The River
All right, Bandits fall tonight to Purcellville 5-3. Dom Caparella started, but had control issues. Walked 2 in the first inning, but got out of a bases-loaded jam. But he didn't escape the second. Had 2 walks, gave up a bunt single, then an RBI single to Kobe Wright. Started the scoring. He then walked the next 2 batters, so that brought home a run, 2-0. And a change in pitchers. So Caparella lasted only 1+, allowed 3 hits, 5 runs, all earned. As he walked 6. So after he left, it was a sac fly by Rafael Furcal, RBI single by Taiga Sakuma. And those were the only runs that Purcellville scored tonight. The rest of the Bandits pitchers did their job. keeping the Cannons off the board, but Woodstock just didn't really hit until the 8th inning. They had 3 hits through 7, got 3 hits in the 8th. Got on the board in the 6th via an error, a 1-out throwing error by Rafael Furcal. And a pass ball, wild pitch, got JT Andorowski to third, and he later scored on a wild pitch. Woodstock got 2 in the 8th inning. Infield single for JT Andorowski, followed by a Connor Spellman single. Then with 2 outs, Diego Villarreal delivered a single through the left side. That made it 5-3. But the Bandits win in order. In the 9th, Purcellville went through 7 pitchers. Ryan Rushing started. He was very good. He kept Woodstock off balance. 3 innings, 1 hit. He walked 3, but struck out 5. And really, the entire staff did well. For the Cannons tonight, it was only Luke Prohl who gave up the 2 runs on 3 hits in that 8th inning. But the win is given to Brady Stewie as he worked the 5th inning. Got the Bandits in order, got a strikeout. So Stewie gets the victory, and that means he is 1-0 on the year. And the save goes to Gravel, his first in the campaign, and Caparella will take the loss as he's now 1-1 on the season. Joey Gale led Woodstock at the plate. He had a single and a double. He was the only one with 2 hits, I believe. Yep. And for Purcellville, 2 hits for Rafael Furcal. And he was the only one with multiple base hits for the Cannons tonight. Purcellville, 5 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors. They stranded 8. Woodstock, 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 9 men on base. Game took 2 hours and 59 minutes to play. All right, Woodstock is on the road tomorrow to Harrisonburg. Friday, they're back home to face the Winchester Royals. 6 o'clock start, we don't know. So just keep check on the Valley site and on social media for the River Bandits, as we'll get the updates to you as soon as we know about them. All right. Bandits dropped to 6-4 on the year. Purcellville up to 4-5. All right, final score again. Purcellville 5, Woodstock 3, and we'll see you on Friday. I'm Craig Orndorff signing off for the 2025 Woodstock River Bandits.